This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts.
And currently fourth in the CS8 standings, take on the U-High Lady Pioneers with a record of 12-12. They're also 5-2 in the Central State 8 Conference, right now listed in 5th place in the CS8. So this battle is going to be between two lost teams in the Central State 8 and probably knocking one of them out of a spot here. Lincoln on the floor warming up. U-High warming up in their yellow line. Lemon yellow uniform, or lemon yellow warm-ups, easy for you to say, and the candy stripe pants. Lincoln out, of course, in the red T-shirts and the green warm-ups. And tonight we look for Mia Clark, who is just 10 points away from the 1,000-point club, leading just 10 points to join that exclusive club of Lincoln ladies who have scored 1,000 points in their varsity career. If you're wondering where my broadcast partner Darren Worth is, well, Darren's downstairs trying to figure out the starting lineups for both teams. The JV just won 59-54 in overtime in a thrilling battle with U-High, where the JV team was down part of the fourth quarter, came back, and we ended up with a tie ball game, and then the JV was able to get some shots to go down. And Darren, I'll tell you what, Gray Gilbert's been playing on the JV team to kind of get her more involved in the offense, and she showed it tonight. She had some nice jumpers in the lane.
Plus to send it actually in overtime. It was about 20 seconds left. We were down 2, and a great took it right down the middle of the lane and a little floater and buried it, and then she opened up I think the overtime with a nice little jumper. So yeah, she looked good. I watched the whole game tonight, and she looked really good. Sage looked really good. Hutchinson, I think, hit about 5 or 6 threes.
Talking about Sage Gilbert, she played part of the fourth quarter and the entire overtime with 4 fouls, never fouled out of the basketball
Never
game.
fouled out, and the whole time I'm holding my breath because, man, is she active on defense.
Tonight we've got a 12-12 U-High squad averaging 43-5 on offense, giving up 38-6 on defense, which you would expect that kind of point spread from a team that's at a 12-12 standpoint. You and I talked off air. The University High ladies squad really struggled the past couple of years, but now they seem to be on an upswing.
Yeah, and looking at the teams that they've played, got on Max Prep to see who they played, because, of course, they played a lot of the teams that we've played. They beat Rochester, but it was a close game against Rochester. They got beat pretty good by Springfield High, and I thought we had one of our not so good games against Springfield High, where I thought we should beat them.
I noticed that they only lost by 4 to Pleasant Plains and played them apparently played them pretty tough. We presume that way from the score, but I guess you just don't know what kind of team you're going to be facing here with University High School, but you're at their place, and any road game in the CSA is tough.
Oh yeah, and you got to come out and play. I mean, you can't come out and thinking, especially if you think you're going to roll over a team, beat a team pretty good. You can't just come out and think that. I think Illinois did that last night after beating Purdue.
Lincoln coming off last night's 36-14 win over Pawnee Calvary Lutheran, and we talked to Coach in the post-game show last night, and he was fairly pleased with the defensive efforts his team put forth against PCL. And I thought, we talked about this, for 32 minutes, that's maybe the most consistent defensive effort they put together.
I thought so. When that ball was in the air, we were moving with the ball. We were getting out on the shooters. They only had 3 girls score the whole game, and giving up 14 points, I don't care who it is pretty good. And that team, it's 1A, but they're at 18-7, so they're pretty good. They had a 6'1" girl that Rodriguez really did a good job on Mia Clark. Mia, I think, only had 11 last night, but they weren't even playing help defense. They knew who our shooters were, Mia and McLeod, and they were almost face guarding them two.
Well, and you remember the Lauren Wallace days. Coach Wallace always wanted to pitch a shutout in a quarter. Actually, he'd have shut out a team a whole game if he could have gotten it done. But he was always proud if his team could shut somebody out in a quarter, and Corey Farmer's team did that last night, shut them out in the first quarter.
Yeah, we were up 7-0 going in the second quarter, and really 20-5 at halftime. And they only had 1 girl actually score. I had to recalculate that 2 or 3 times, Jay.
Well, I know you went downstairs looking for the starting lineups, and
yes.
We talked off air that Gray Gilbert ended up playing the entire junior varsity game, and we're wondering if she is going to start the varsity game tonight.
Of course, I didn't get hers. I didn't get ours. I was making sure I got theirs, because it was funny because I wasn't even thinking about that, because we've started the same 5 the whole game, and then I thought about Gray. I was like, man, she played. She might have came off the floor maybe 2 or 3 times that whole JV game, and it went into overtime. And she's right now out there shooting free throws right now and draining them all. But I would assume Biven would be starting tonight, but we'll wait and see.
It's interesting you talk about that. We have seen in high school and college where there are some coaches that will start almost a different lineup every game depending on matchups. But a lot of programs I've seen, the coaches, once they figure out a starting lineup that works and get their substitution patterns down, usually they do all that mixing in the first half of the season. But by the time the end of the Christmas tournaments roll around, they pretty much have settled on a starting lineup and go with that the entire year in their substitution patterns. And you're right, we've seen that all year. Corey Farmer has gone basically with the same starting lineup all year.
Well, and it depends on how they're playing too. I think with Coach Farmer having the same 5 over. I mean, it's not like we've lost say 2-3 in a row and you want to switch the lineup or whatever. I mean, we've been pretty consistent. Most there, we're 16-7. I don't know what our longest losing streak was. I don't think it's more than 2.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's not, like it's a huge change to where we need to make or whatever, but he has been playing Gray in the JV game, and I tell you what, watching the last 2 JV games that Gray's played in, she's gotten a lot of confidence, and she's actually, her role's a little different in JV. She's actually shooting and scoring. She's even shooting outside, where her role here with varsity is not scoring.
And you talk about that, sometimes you talk about being the man. You're the man. But sometimes when you get from, say, a JV to a varsity level, your role does change, and you lose some of that confidence in your offensive part of your game. Now dropping her down basically to the JV team and getting her more involved offensively may restore some of that confidence she's lost.
And it was, and it was just what you just said, confidence, because it wasn't a knack on Gray going down this. You're going to play probably more minutes. You're going to maybe get more shots and try to get your confidence up to where you come into the varsity and you can jump right in there and play your role. And if you need to score, like last night, she scored the first two points and almost scored the first 4.
If you and I guess maybe I'm selfish to tell you where my mentality is. Hey, if you told me I was going to go to the JV game, but I was going to get JV team, but I'm going to get more touches and more shots. Okay, where do I sign up?
Right, yeah.
Clock winding down here at University High School. Both teams in front of their respective benches. U-High tonight going to be in the home white uniforms trimmed in green and gold. And Lincoln going to be in the road green uniforms trimmed in white numerals trimmed in red. Clock winding down here. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. U-High's pep band is on hand tonight, and we'll let them entertain you with tonight's national anthem as both teams line up. Yeah, and Jay Hart and Darren Worth courtside here at U-High for the Central State matchup between Lincoln and University High School.
Radio supporters of Lincoln High School and your University High School Pioneers. Faculty, staff, and administration of University High School would like to welcome everyone and remind you to support the mission.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Regular fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car, truck, or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Grouse Chevrolet in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Grouse will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. It'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the certified mechanics will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at growinc.com.
I love some fresh snow, but nothing clears my mind like fresh air. So I like to go on walks to reground myself. Love, you're mine.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You know, Darren, I just love it when the pep band is rocking in a high school gymnasium on a Friday or Saturday night. Makes the atmosphere that much more special.
Oh, for sure. And they really killed that right there. They were pretty loud right
Pretty
there.
doggone good, weren't they?
Yeah, now we're going to get to the starting lineups. Lincoln first. We got number 2 coming out, 5'5" senior Lily Holmes. Next one, number 3, 5'3" senior Grace Schneider. Number 11, 5'6" senior Mesa McLeod. And we are starting number 13, 5'6" junior Greg Gilbert. And the last one is number 25, 5'9" senior, the leading scorer, Mia Clark. They start the 5'10" senior, number 14, Kendall Schrader. Number 22, 5'8" freshman, Evelyn Seifert. Next one is a 5'9" senior, number 32, Haley Hoffman. Next one's 5'7" sophomore, number 40, Adeline Seamock. Next one, 5'10", sophomore, number 44, Mackenzie Matekcha.
Starting lineups for both teams.
Yeah, they start a sophomore and a freshman that did not play in the JV, and we'll see, well, our 2 freshmen that didn't play in the JV as well.
Concerns me a little bit about their size, especially if they get out and cover our shooters, because our shooters have trouble with those taller than they are.
Yeah, 44 is a fairly tall one. So is number 14, Kendall Schrader. She's a 5'10" senior.
Holmes and Schrader to tap it up. Schrader tips it in the backcourt. That goes to Seamock. Seamock in the backcourt. Left side they go. Hoffman back out. Seamock. Seamock throws the lob pass. Hoffman left-hander up and good. They got behind the Lincoln defense, and they're up 2-0.
Well, that's all scouting right there. They knew Grace Schneider, our shortest one out there, is going to have to drop, and they threw the lob to one of their tall players for a layup.
U-High in playing man-to-man defense, and you've got Mateka on Mia Clark out front. Mia's going to have to struggle to get shots off, or going to have to drive or do something else, because she's right out there on her.
Yeah, the drive's going to help Mia. And there
Clark
it is.
Inside. Oh, almost got it to go in, and she drew the harm.
And just like just was saying, Mia's going to have to take her to the hole, because she could probably get by her anytime she wants to, and she just did.
Foul was on Kendall Schrader, her first. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that she can take the Mateka girl just about any time she wants, and Mia misses the first of 2 free throws. Free throws could be really important in this basketball game. Second one for Clark. Up and got it. So Lincoln down 2-1 as Lincoln will extend the press. And they get the ball inbound. They go inbound to Hoffman. Hoffman to Seamock, and a timeout called already by Laura Sellers. She apparently saw something she didn't like, a 30-second timeout, and well, that's interesting. Okay, well, hey, let's go ahead and check tonight's list of the games, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell. If you're looking to buy, check the listings at MeRealty.com. Darren, 3 keys to the basketball game tonight.
Well, defense has got to be one. You always got to start with the defense when you mention Lincoln. And the second one is rebounds. Rebounds, they're a lot taller than we are, so it's going to have to take an effort to go to the boards. And the third one, we got to hit shots.
Mateka's got it in the backcourt, and she's in trouble. She is in big trouble. She gets it to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to have to hurry to get it across the timeline, and now she goes backwards.
That's 10. That's a walk,
That's got to be 10 seconds by now, and
yes,
there it is.
Thank you. Yes. That was 10 and
some.
Yeah, Hoffman, it looked like she took a little suitcase with her on the carry.
The U-High student section all over the official made the 10-second call. Turnover goes to Lincoln.
Yeah, that same ref gave McLeod the ball. He refed actually the JV game.
Clark, left wing out front, goes to Lily Holmes. Lily, right side Schneider. Lincoln going into some motion here. Schneider will try and dribble around Seamock, but nothing going on there. U-High playing a pretty tight man-to-man right now. Schneider nearly lost the basketball. The ball tapped away. It's in the backcourt. And Clark couldn't run it down and fouled Matejka.
Man, I'm surprised Clark did not run that down because Matejka's not very quick, and she beat Mia to the ball right there.
And that will frustrate Coach Corey Farmer because you're going to have to get to loose balls.
Well, and you got your leading scorer picking up a foul right there.
Hoffman goes right side, Seifert. I think that may be Seifert. Seifert, Hoffman to Seifert. Seifert thought about loading up the three. Left side, Hoffman. Hoffman back to Seifert. They're posting Matejka at a high post, and Schrader low post. Haven't gone inside yet. Here they go. Hoffman, left side, Schroeder. Schroeder back out front, Seifert. Seifert nearly traveled the basketball. And U-High facing a pretty tough Lincoln defense right now. Looking inside but can't get anything in there. Hoffman lost the basketball out front. That should have been double dribble right there. Hoffman, left side, Schroeder. Go ahead.
Well, I was just getting ready to say, she hasn't left that lane, Matejka.
Matejka finally got the ball inside, and she and Grace Schneider tie it up on the rebound. Good toughness in there by Grace, and on the alternating possession, it goes Lincoln's way.
And Matejka, I tell you what, she's a 5'10 sophomore, and she's got some size on her, too.
Yes. Schneider quickly across the timeline in the corner. Gilbert. Gray, the Iron Man tonight, doing double duty. And Matejka's just knocking people all over the place. Gray slow to get up. Here they come the other way. Hoffman left-handed shot up and good, and make it 4-1. Well, if that's how the game's going to be played tonight, Lincoln could be in some trouble. Hand off to Clark out front. Clark goes in the lane, back to Schneider. Schneider goes down the lane herself. Schneider in trouble, in trouble, in trouble. Gets it to Mia. Clark tries to drive right side. Matejka bumps her again. Obviously, the official's going to let a lot go in the physical play here tonight. Holmes tried to drive it in. Clark, 25-footer, looked pretty good, but doesn't go in off the front of the iron. And Seamock grabs the rebound. Hoffman, Matejka in the lane. She traveled the basketball.
And she hop, skipped, and a jump there.
On the turnover, Lincoln will have length of the floor to go. 4:55 to go here in the first quarter. And Darren Lincoln's defense pretty good so far.
Yes, it is. And we're moving really well, getting out on the shooters. Really, we don't know which one can really shoot for U-High. Nice move by
Paisley
Bivens.
into Bivens, and Bivens right around Schroeder, lays it up and in. And that makes it 4-3, 4:35 to go.
I was wondering who was going to guard Bivens, and I was hoping it was Schrader.
Matejka again, she's doing it all out there. She's trapped, stepped through the trap, threw it away, and Mia Clark steps in there and grabs it out of passing lane. Lincoln coming the other way.
Oh, hit it.
Clark out front, Schneider. Hand off to Paisley Holmes. Paisley, hand off to Mia Clark. 20-footer on the way. No good. In and out. Bivens skies for the board. Bivens had it strips away. Ball on the floor. Should be a jump ball. And on the jump ball, it will go U-High's way. Clark's shot looked good, but what about that rebound by Grace Bivens?
Man, was she up, too. She got around Schrader and just jumped right over her and grabbed that board.
Lincoln pressing again. Three-quarter court press. Seifert in the backcourt. Hoffman, Matejka. Matejka will go down the lane, stops. Nice handoff to Schroeder. Schroeder up and good.
Well, our wings did not sprint back to hit that ball away from Matejka. She was dribbling right down, and it looked like we were just jogging to
Paisley Holmes, and Matejka strips the ball away, and Paisley knocks it away and could have gotten called for a foul there.
That's what it should have been right there the last time.
Mia Clark driving in, hitting the throat, layup, reverse layup. Holy cow.
Wow.
And obviously, the physical play is just going to be let go tonight from what we're seeing so far. Hoffman across the timeline very quickly. She traveled the basketball.
And we'll see if Lincoln goes with that, too, to where they can reach a little bit. We'll see if they, end up calling those, because you want to adjust to what the officiating's going to be.
You're right. If they're not going to call it, get away with it, Hoffman,
that's a hop. That's a travel.
Front. She traveled, no call. Clark couldn't get the rebound. Matejka just stepped in and took it and lays it up and in. 8-5 U-High, 2:52 to go here in the first period. Schneider trying to drive in the lane, bumped all the way, tried to throw it up, and it's blocked. Bivens went for the ball, couldn't grab it. Here they come the other way. Seamock out front, throws it out front. Seifert in the corner. Seamock. Seifert. Nice bounce pass on the baseline to Schroeder. Schroeder back out front. Seifert 20-footer. Good. 11-5 U-High. 2:17 to go here in the first period. Lincoln struggling right now on offense. Paisley in the corner. Mia, 20-footer out of the corner. No. Looked like she might have rushed that a little bit, and that should be Lincoln basketball. It is, as it last went off. Seamock in the corner.
Again, great hustle by Biven.
Substitution for U-High. Maya Bennett, a 5'7" sophomore in the basketball game.
Yeah, she played a little bit in the JV game.
Mesa McLeod back in for Lincoln. Mesa throws it in the corner. Clark will launch another three. Up and bang. A Collision Concepts three. Make it 11-8.
That's 6 for Mia.
Hoffman, backcourt, Seifert. Cross court, they go inside Mateka. She got the basketball, throws it to Bennett, up and good. Holmes goes down the lane. Nice bounce pass to Lilly. Lilly throws it up, but got fouled. And that foul, I think, is going to go against Seifert.
Yeah.
And that'll be 2 on U-High. And the first on Seifert. Lily Holmes going to go to the line for 2 shots. Minute 35 to go here in the quarter, and Lincoln down 13-8.
Yeah, this is pretty much how the JV game started out tonight. U-High was up about 5-7 points, and Lincoln started hitting some threes, hitting some shots.
Lily Holmes makes the first one. Schroeder back in the basketball game for U-High. Mateka going to take a seat here for the last minute 35 of the first quarter. Second one, Holmes missed it. Bennett the board. Cecilia White also in the game for U-High. Hoffman. In the corner they go to White. Back out front, Hoffman. Seifert in the corner. Bennett. Seifert. They throw it away. Tried to go inside and nobody was there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Well, a minute 19, Lincoln down 4.
Yeah, now they have Schroeder on Mia.
Oh, Paisley, nice move, but almost fell down. Gets it back out to Mia. Mia going to drive on Schroeder. Layup time. No good. Biven skies for the board. Biven in trouble, and she's being fouled, and they call a jump ball.
I wish Biven would have just took that straight back up, because when she grabbed it, she brought it down, and that's where U-High grabbed the ball. And it should be Lincoln ball.
As we all know, there is nothing good about a big person bringing the ball down. And you're right, it is Lincoln basketball. Yeah. Now the officials finally get it right.
Well, the UI was ready to take it out.
McLeod to inbounds under the Lincoln basket. They're looking for Clark, looking for the cutter. They throw it ahead to Mia. Mia out front, Paisley. Paisley drives it in, kick in the corner, Lily. Nice ball fake by Lily. Stop. 10-footer, nearly got it to go in, but drew the foul.
I think it was on the ground, too.
I think you're right.
Yeah, she grabbed her.
Fouls on 14, Kendall Schroeder. You say Schroeder, I say Schrader. You say potato, right. I say potato.
Nice pass.
Cut. Poor Grace couldn't hang on to it. Ball on the floor. It'll go U-High's way on a jump.
How many jump balls have we had?
About 4 or 5, haven't we? Not including the opening tip.
Right.
53 seconds on the clock. Lincoln down 13-9. It'll be interesting to see if U-High will try and play for the last shot here in the first quarter. Hoffman out front. Mateka back to Seifert. Hoffman in the corner. Bennett. Seifert out front. In the corner, White. Seifert. Back out front, Hoffman. Seifert. They tried to throw it in the corner. Bennett. Hoffman. Hoffman left side in the corner. Bennett. And U-High looked like trying to just run clock and try and get the last shot here of the quarter.
Be a big stop, because we'll get the ball right in the second quarter.
Hoffman, they're just playing catch with it out front. Now they go into their set in the corner. Schroeder, Hoffman, Seifert. Oh, they throw it in the corner. Hoffman didn't get the shot. Nice defense by Mesa McLeod. She blocked the shot. And at the end of the first quarter, it is U-High 13 and Lincoln 9. We'll send it back to the WLCN studios for a 60-second timeout.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Quick first quarter went by with Lincoln down 13-9, and Darren Lincoln struggled a little bit at times offensively, but there were also times they didn't hang on to the basketball either and probably could have gotten some shots out of it.
Yeah, when we penetrate, if you don't have anything, keep your dribble and just dribble out. But a few times we picked up our dribble and UI was all over us.
And
well, the clock wasn't even set yet.
Yeah, the clock is not reset. Now they've got the clock reset to 8 minutes. Lincoln have the basketball at half court.
Yeah, I'd like us to.
And now we're stopping the game again. Why?
Yeah, I'd like us to keep our spacing.
Yes.
And maybe run a post play possibly to Bivin. Bivin's got a smaller. Well, actually, it looks like you. No,
Clark down the lane was fouled.
Nice. That's great take by Mia. And Mia's been aggressive taking it to the hoop, especially in that first quarter.
The foul was on Kendall Schroeder. No, I take that back. They called the foul on Maya Bennett, I'm sorry. Maya Bennett, that was her first, as Mia Clark makes the first of 2 free throws. Is that 7 for Mia?
Yep, 7.
So the countdown is 3 to go. Second one up and got it. So Mia Clark just a deuce away from the 1,000-point club as they inbound it, and Mateka steps through the trap ball. Nearly she traveled the basketball right in front of the officials. No call. Avery Ream in the basketball game, and a foul on Lincoln.
Well, we had her trapped. That's where we want them to go, right past half court, and Paisley didn't put her foot on that baseline, and the girl ended up getting around her, and she kneed her out of bounds.
Foul is on Paisley Holmes. That is her first. First on Lincoln here in the second quarter. They go inbounds to Seamock. Holmes going to get called for a reach there.
It's kind of funny how they kind of switched a little bit, because first quarter that wasn't a foul. I mean, both teams were getting away with everything, and now 2 little reaches right here.
Bennett out for U-High, and Seifert back in the basketball game. They inbounds to Ream. Ream out front, Hoffman.
Yeah,
Seifert.
You got to make sure you have someone in that middle, because they're trying to look for the big girl down low.
Ream in the corner. They are looking for Mateka in the middle of the lane. Seifert out near the volleyball line, right side, goes in the corner. Seamock, skip pass out front. Hoffman, Seifert, skip pass in the corner. Ream. And U-High contend to run some clock here and make Lincoln chase. But Lincoln's defense pretty good. They're covering shooters and covering the middle as well. Holmes has kind of dropped down in the middle, and Mateka's been in the lane about an hour and a half.
Still.
And finally, they call a travel on her.
Yeah, it could have been about 10-second call, not a 3-second call. It should have been a 10-second.
7 minutes here to go in the half. Lincoln down 13-11. Schneider across the timeline, operates out near the volleyball line. Here comes a screen from Bivin. She goes around the Bivin screen, and now they double team her out front. Grace needs to do something with basketball. She's trapped and in trouble and is knocked to the floor and gets called for a travel.
Well, she kept on going towards the backcourt to where, that line.
She got in a spot exactly where we want to trap people.
Exactly.
And it's like, why? I mean, you got to recognize that's coming and do something with the basketball. Out front, Hoffman, Ream. And ball kicked by Mia Clark up into the track and field record book up on the wall. Would have been a good field goal attempt.
Right.
So U-High will have the basketball out near half court. 6:37 to go. U-High up 2, 13-11. Ream gets it inbounds.
Ream can shoot. She played in that JV game.
I wondered that.
Yeah, she hit 2 or 3. She's a freshman.
Ream out front. Hoffman, corner Mateka.
That's where we want her. Way out there. What?
And he called 3 seconds in the lane.
Finally.
Hey.
I think you could probably call that. And it wasn't even Mateka.
No.
She was outside.
So on a rare 3-second call, about like the sighting of a rare white elk, Lincoln gets the basketball on the turnover. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. They go left side Clark. Clark was to take all over, and Clark just threw the ball away. Bivens saved it inbounds, but nobody went to chase it, and it goes out of bounds anyway and over to U-High.
Well, McLeod was running down, thought it was thrown out of bounds. McLeod was actually running back down the court. So she didn't know that Biven actually saved it. Yeah, just a little sloppy play on both teams, actually, to start this quarter.
Ream out front, Hoffman. Corner Seifert. They tried to throw it inside. Ball batted up in the air. Mateka just stripped it away from, and Mateka's just in there bruising everybody. Stripped it away from McLeod. She got her rebound off the missed shot, and a foul is on Lily Holmes, I believe.
Yeah, that's just pretty much wanting that ball. I mean, Mateka went up there and wanted that ball and just stripped it away from McLeod. Looks like Sage Gilbert's getting ready to check in, too.
Mateka bricked the first free throw. 13-11. Only 2 points scored so far here in about the opening 3 minutes of the second quarter. Mateka, second one up and got it.
Yeah, that looked pretty good right there.
14-11, the U-High lead. Substitution, Schroeder coming back in for U-High.
Yeah, I'd like to see if we can get something maybe to Biven here.
Now U-High in a press. They go to Biven. Biven out front. Schneider needs to Schneider throws it inside Biven. Left-hander up and no good. And they tie her up. And a jump ball called. Grace Biven with some good hustle, and it's going to go to U-High. You can tell Mateka's not happy right now.
No, she was a little mad.
So nice tie-up by Grace Biven as U-High comes across the timeline.
Yeah, they're going high-low with Schroeder and Mateka.
Seifert
better get on her.
Oh, good.
I was going to say, I mean, Snyder got out there but just was looking at her. You got to be right when she catches it. You got to be there.
Seifert threw up a rainbow three and got it to go home. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Sage Gilbert out front. Paisley drove in. Now Paisley's in a little bit of trouble. Gets it to Biven. Biven's being pushed all over the place by Mateka. Paisley goes down the lane. I think they're going to call a foul. Is it on Schroeder?
Yep.
If so, that is her third, I think.
Oh, my.
Yep.
That's big.
Yep, that's 3 fouls on Kendall Schroeder, the 5'10 senior. They got to put Bennett back in the basketball game so they get a little smaller.
Yeah, it looks like Mia's going to check in for Biven.
Clark back in for Biven. Lincoln the basketball right side under their basket. They throw it into Clark. Out front, Paisley. Paisley in the corner, Mesa. 20-footer out of the corner. No good. Rebound, Sage Gilbert, and Bennett fouled her.
That's what Sage does. Sage anticipates that ball. She was moving while that ball was in the air to get position.
Mesa to inbounds. Oh, looking for... nearly threw the, and did kind of throw the ball away. Mateka was right there, but there was also somebody behind Mia Clark.
Yeah, they're going to have Mateka still on Mia. I would get Mia out to where she has the ball against Mateka. She could take her to the basket.
They hand it off to Clark. Clark, crossover dribble, gets it to Paisley. Paisley's being bumped all over the place. Again, we've seen him call tic-tac fouls, reach fouls, but none of the body contact.
No.
Schneider out front. Lincoln trying to work against this tough man-to-man by U-High. Schneider out front. Clark, 20-footer, top of the key. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Hoffman has it. Stopped by Paisley Holmes, gets it to Seifert. Seifert, a left-handed dribble across the timeline. Right side, Hoffman. In the corner, Seamock. They go baseline, Bennett. Seamock back out front. Hoffman. Hoffman to Seifert. Seifert drives in the lane, kicks it back out, Hoffman. In the corner, Seamock. U-High up 17-11, 3:50 to go here in the second quarter. Bennett's in trouble, threw the ball away, and they saved the ball inbounds, but it'll be Lincoln basketball.
Again, Sage there was creating a lot of problems for U-High, and they just threw it away.
Schneider around the Clark screen. Now she's double teamed. Gets it to Paisley Holmes. Paisley around the screen from Gilbert. Paisley in the lane out front. Mia wide open three. Is it, baby? No good. Back of the iron. Mesa goes for the rebound. Couldn't grab it, and Hoffman just took it away from her.
Yeah, I tell you what, Mia's not going to get more open than that.
Hoffman almost traveled the basketball out front. Left side, Seamock. Back out front, Hoffman. Hoffman to Seifert. Hoffman. Seifert. Seamock. Seifert. Hoffman. You got to say right now, Darren, that U-High has controlled the pace of the basketball game.
That's
Seifert, a wide open three. Got it.
How does she get open? I just don't get it. I mean, she's the only one that's made any shots from outside, and she's had 3 wide open shots.
That puts U-High up 9, 20-11. Lincoln's Lady Railers kind of digging a hole for themselves here in the first half. Clark, nice little spin move. Clark, a wild three, left-handed up, no good. And the rebound comes off to Seamock. Hoffman and Seifert playing catch with it out near the volleyball line. They can afford to spread the Lincoln defense out quite a bit. Hoffman, corner Bennett. Bennett going to drive baseline, cut off at the baseline. And stolen by Paisley Holmes. Paisley off to the races. Layup time coming. Paisley up and good.
Ooh, man.
That ball nearly rolled off the front of the iron. That makes it 20-13. U-High with 2:05 to go here in the first half. Seifert, left side Hoffman, in the corner Mateka. Mateka back out front Hoffman.
That's where we want Mateka, way outside.
In the corner they go Hoffman. She's got an open three out of the corner. Good. Wow, the U-High girls can shoot, and they're knocking down threes here. And it's 23-13. They've lengthened the lead to 10. Lincoln struggling to score. Schneider to Paisley. Paisley, nice crossover dribble, goes in the lane, left-handed up, no good. And Paisley tied up Seifert, and a jump ball
This should
called.
be our ball. Should be ours. Good job by Paisley Holmes.
Minute 32 to go here in the half. Lincoln down 10, 23-13. Fouls even at 3 apiece here in the second quarter. Mesa McLeod to inbound the basketball, looking for somebody. They got Mia wide open out front. Mia gets it out front. Seamock gets there and covers her. And now Schneider will set the Lincoln offense.
Yeah, they're in a zone now, 2-3.
They go inside Biven. Biven works on Mateka, gets it to McLeod. Back to Paisley. Corner Mia Clark. Mia back out front Paisley. Paisley drives in to Mia Clark. She sets up for a three. Off. Mateka just one hand grabs the rebound, nearly travels in the backcourt.
Thought she did.
I thought so too. Seifert, right side Hoffman. Seamock, Hoffman. Seifert drives in. Mateka wide open, or got it in the lane down low and throws it up and in. And trying to get her, the basketball from her is like trying to get a bone from a starving dog.
Yes, because you're not getting that.
She's got size and strength. You're not getting the ball. She'll just take it and rip it right away from you and continue to do so until the officials call something. Lincoln has the basketball out front with 33 seconds on the clock and down 12. They get it to Paisley Holmes. Again, Lincoln struggling. Mesa McLeod had a three-pointer blocked. And here comes U-High the other way with a chance to lengthen that 12-point lead.
Yeah, they set a play up for McLeod, and I mean, she had a wide open shot, but it takes her a little bit to get the shot off.
Cross court they go. Out
wide
of the corner,
open.
Seifert, go!
Wide open.
And wow, at the end of the first half, it is U-High 28 and Lincoln 13. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When Darren and I come back, we will have the Ground Corporation celebrated halftime show. You're listening to Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, the Johnson Family, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball.
Back here at U-High's Gymnasium, Jay Harden and Darren Worth courtside. As Darren, you and I talked off air, Lincoln was down 13-11 there in the second quarter, and U-High went on a 15-2 run, and I believe they bombed about 3 threes in that run, a couple from Seifert and maybe one from Hoffman during that stretch, and they hit 5 threes there, in the first half alone?
5 threes in the first half, and really all 5 were open. I mean, we might be there, but there's a difference of being there on them than just to be there and look at them, because we are about 2 feet off of them while they're shooting the threes.
You know, I thought really probably for the first 8-10 minutes of this basketball game, the Lincoln girls, the defense looked pretty good. They were playing pretty good defense. But then it looked like once they started to miss shots on the offensive end, they start drooping a little bit, and we watched where maybe they didn't go after some loose, they didn't go after maybe some loose balls or track something down and started to maybe panic a little bit on the offensive end of the floor of taking some shots where it's kind of a quick shot. They did run a play out here for Mason McLeod. She came off of a screen, but Mace's 5'6", trying to shoot over somebody that's long-armed and 5'10", and it takes her a little while. As you said, she doesn't have a quick release. Let's be real honest. She doesn't. Right. And by the time she got the release going, the girl was there.
Well, I think the physicality of U-High to start the game actually got us out of the rhythm.
I think you're right.
Because a lot of them, they're bodying us. They're not calling the bodies. They might be calling a little bit of the reaches, but they're bodying us. And that Mateko, every time Mia will drive, is bodying her. And then when they went to the zone, when we got it into Bivin couldn't move because Mateko was bodying her. So, I think the physicality has really shaken Lincoln's offense.
And let's be real honest, the Lincoln girls, they're not a physical basketball team. They don't have the size, they don't have the strength to be a physical basketball team. So if they get into a game with a physical team, we've seen it in the past, they get into a game with a physical team and the calls aren't there, they have to find other ways to get something done.
Well, and that's when they force things.
Yes.
And you saw that in the first half where a few of our girls, I think they got frustrated a little bit and they were forcing things. I tell you what, I haven't seen this too often where usually Coach Farmer will have the girls in that locker room up until about 3 minutes. They're already out of that locker room. So I don't know if Corey yelled at him and just said, "Get out of the floor." But I think maybe he got his point across pretty quickly.
We have seen coaches do that in the past, where you go in the locker room and you're so upset with your team, say, "I can't even look at you. Get out of here."
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And we don't know if that's the case or not, but I can tell you just from watching Corey walk off the floor, he's not a happy camper right now with his team down 15.
There's a couple times that I didn't even go in the locker room. I stayed outside the locker room, and then once it was close, I say, "Let's get out here." I mean, it's sometimes, can't bite your tongue a little bit. You know?
Hey, I mean, it's still nothing. Probably the most famous locker room in Lincoln High School history was down at the Springfield Armory, where Lauren kicked the bench out from underneath Chuck Verderber at halftime against Matt Toon when they were down that sectional championship game. They're down 20 at halftime in the sectional championship game. He kicked a bench out from under Verderber, and they came back out and won by 12.
Well, of all people,
yeah.
I mean, that'll wake up the other players, because you're doing that to pretty much an All-American, and the other players will be like, "My goodness, what's he going to do to us?"
I think Duff fell off the bench too, so you had one All-American and a potential All-American there. What do you got for score in the first half, bud?
All right, we got. We'll start with U-High. You had Kendall Schrader with 2. You had Cipher with 12 with all 4 threes. You had Bennett with 2. Hoffman with 7. She had a 3 also, and you had Mateko with 5. So that was a score of 28 points. And then with us, we had Mia Clark with 8. You had Lily Holmes with 1, Paisley Holmes with 2, and Grace Biven with 2.
Let's send it back to the WLCN studios. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, let you hear from many of our fine sponsors. When we come back, Darren and I will wrap up the Grau Incorporated halftime show and start the second half of this basketball game. You're listening to Lady Reeler Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
We scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Minute 23 showing on the clock. Both teams back out on the floor. And Darren, we talked, I think the Lincoln girls came out with 5:44 left on the clock, which means Corey didn't spend a whole lot of time talking strategy in the locker room. But if you're Laura Sellers, you got to be very happy with the way your U-High team has played here in the first half.
Oh yeah, they're moving the ball. They're looking inside, and that's the thing right now is the girls are worried about Mateko getting the ball inside. They're leaving the shooters wide open, and we're not just moving while that ball's in the air, but offensively, we got to have more movement on there. We got to have more movement. We got to catch and face, because a lot of times when we catch the ball, first thing we want to do is dribble, now the defense is ready for you to attack already, and now you pick it up and you don't have your dribble. So if we can catch a face, let them come out on you and then take it to the hoop, because UI's not very quick.
No, they're not. Clock winding down here in the first half. Lincoln down 28-13. And, Coach, you want to get this deficit down to single digits.
Single digits, yep.
At least by the end of the third quarter.
Right, and it's got to come out with the defense.
Yes.
I mean, that's usually what we talk about. The first thing is defense, and right there, I thought it was a little below average on the defense just because we're leaving shooters wide open.
U-High will have the basketball to start the second half. And here we go. Seamock inbounds, working against Lily Holmes. Out front, Schroeder. Schroeder against Grace Schneider. They pass the ball, and they go baseline. Schroeder, she got behind the defense, throws it up, nearly got the bucket, but drew the foul.
That was their first play. Very first play, they ran that.
The foul on Gray Gilbert. That is her first. Team's first of the third quarter. Kendall Schroeder, the sophomore, goes to the free throw line, up and good. Second one coming for the sophomore, makes it 29-13 U-High. Up and good. Kind of reminds me of the lob play they used to run for Brian Cook.
Yeah. Yep.
And they run it twice so far successfully. And now U-High into an extended zone.
Well, here's the 2-3 trap that they used in the JV game, too.
In the corner, they go Clark. Mia going to drive baseline, throws up the shot, ran right into Mateka, and no call, and the ball goes out of bounds. And they say it stays Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of contact down there going into the basket.
Out front they go Mia. Mia in the corner, Mesa. Mesa out front, Grace. U-High staying in their 2-3 zone. In the corner, Mia. Holmes. Mia Clark, shot out of the corner. Is it? No good. Back of the iron. And Mateka the basketball. She's going to take it all the way. She'll run over everybody to get to the goal. Schneider fouled her, and a late call.
Here's the funniest thing is Mateka was dribbling down the floor, and Mia was right next to her. Mateka used that arm to actually shove off, and then the ref didn't even see that. And I think Coach Farmer's telling them right now. And now she got awarded with 2 free throws.
Up and no good. Front of the iron. Well, if U-High's football coach is looking for a running back, they may have one here. Second one up and good. 31-13. That Lincoln down 18 and struggling right now.
Yeah, not a good start right there.
And here comes the 2-3 extended trap. Still in the backcourt. Holmes across the line to Clark. Clark in trouble. Mia's in trouble. Ball stripped away and a foul on Seifert. Evelyn Seifert, that's going to be her second foul.
We got lucky there.
Yep.
Right there, because I thought it was going to be a jump ball.
Grace Biven in the basketball game for Gray Gilbert. Gray has played a lot of minutes tonight.
And 3/4 of that JV game.
Clark, and what is the call here? And what? Wait a minute.
I think it's our ball.
That's what I thought, too. Foul is on Mateka.
Okay, good. Yeah, because she's getting away with a lot of shoving.
She is. And she's going to continue to get, as long as they're not going to call it, she'll continue to do it.
Yep.
And the out official caught it. They go nice pass to Biven, up and good. Grace with the nice cut, 31-15.
Great call on the out of bounds.
Lincoln trapping, stolen by Mia Clark. Down the lane, is it? No good. Missed the shot and the foul. Are they going to call that one on Mateka? Let's see. Is she going to go to the line with 2?
It's got to be. She's the only one down there.
Nope. They called it on Seifert. Are you kidding me?
I don't know how that was.
Well, they'll take that because it would have been the second foul on Mateka. Clark, the first one up and good. And Darren, she makes this. Will we point number 10 for her this basketball game?
That will be, 10. She has been at the line.
And there it is. 1,000 points, and the Lincoln crowd knows it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new member of the 1,000-point club, and it is Mia Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of University High School, at this time, we would like to take a moment to recognize number 25, Mia Clark. With Mia Clark's 10th point tonight, she has now scored 1,000 points in
Nice gesture and nice sportsmanship here by U-High and their crowd, stopping the game and recognizing Mia Clark joining the 1,000-point club for Lady Railer history. And she is excited and happy. And I don't know, Darren, she must have known she was close to it. I don't know if that preys on her mind, but now that's done, and now she can go play.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So, U-High the basketball stolen by Mesa. Mesa to Lily. Lily, 5-footer, good!
Yes.
31-19, again, chipping into the lead. The Lincoln press bothering them now. In the backcourt, don't foul, girls. Ball nearly, and Mia got called for the foul, going for the basketball. And she fouled Seamock in the backcourt, but U-High was going to struggle not to get a 10-second call there.
Man, and we are jumping this first pass. We're trapping right off the get-go. Oh,
they throw the long
They throw it away.
Bivens going to chase it down. Bivens to Snyder. They're not handling our press very well right now. Lincoln's press doing a lot of damage here in the third quarter to start. Snyder around the Clark screen. Mateka jumps out to her. There's Mia. 20-footer, is it, baby? No. And Mateka was able to stop Lily Holmes from going after it after defending the shot. And it goes back to U-High.
Yeah, that was another wide open because Mateka jumped out on Snyder, and Mia was wide open for that three.
Lincoln continuing to press. They finally get it across the timeline. They go down low. Schroeder to Mateka. She just throws it up. No good. And she mugs Mia Clark.
Yeah, she was all over Mia.
That is her second foul. Probably should be her sixth by now.
I can't believe that's only her second.
I can't either.
Well, again, 6 minutes left. If we can, single digits, got to get inside single digits going in that fourth quarter.
Snyder working on Seamock out front. They pretty much know Grace is going to go dominantly to her left hand. And she does again, and she got trapped. Clark.
Nice
pass to Bivens. Bivens was fouled from behind, and that's on... No, that's on Seifert, I believe, and that may be 4 on her. Let's see. It is.
Yep, 4. And that's their shooter right there. She should be probably out for the rest of this quarter.
You would think they'd bring the freshman back in the basketball game, and Bivens makes the first of 2 freebies. And they do bring in Avery Ream. Seifert going to take a seat.
Yeah, that's a big 4 fouls right there.
Laura Sellers is trying to get a timeout, it looks. Bivens missed it. Mateka the rebound. Mason McLeod's all over her. They're in trouble in the backcourt right now. She traveled with a basketball, no call, and the Lincoln press really causing problems and knocked the ball out of bounds. That may have saved them from a 10-second call. Laura Sellers is now going to get her timeout, and it will be a full timeout. So we'll send it back to the WLCN studios for a 60-second timeout.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
At U-High, both teams break their respective huddles, and U-High was bailed out by Lincoln knocking the ball out of bounds because Lincoln's press had them all the way back to the end line.
Yeah, you got to make sure we're back here because we got to have one girl at least back.
They finally get it into Mateka, and now they get it ahead of the press. And Hoffman gets it to Mateka. She traveled with the basketball. No call. Seamock, right side Ream.
That's who you have to pressure is Ream.
Schroeder stepped on the baseline, and it's going to go Lincoln's way. And Lincoln's pressure defense really causing some havoc for U-High. So Lincoln down 11, a chance to cut it to double digits there.
This would be, this is a
single digits,
big possession. It's still 5:10 left in the third quarter.
And you and I talked off air. Lincoln's in the bonus right now. U-High with 5 fouls. Schneider drives in, had it blocked. Bivin the rebound, and
That's a foul
on Schroeder, I believe. Let's see.
Isn't that her third?
I think so. Let's see who they call it on. No, that should be 4 on her if I've got it right. Yep.
It is.
Oh,
wow.
Toledo.
Wow. It's going to be the 5:10, another 5:10, probably going to take a seat.
Bivin, freebie up and good, as Maya Bennett, 5'7" sophomore, going to come back in the basketball game for U-High. And Avery Schroeder is going to have to take a seat, so they got smaller.
Well, and that's what I said off the air, is Bivin and Mia attack the basket. I mean, you've got Mateko, and now with Bennett out there, we ought to be giving the ball to Bivin.
Oh, Bivin had one go in and out at the free throw line, and Mateka is setting a moving screen in the backcourt, and the officials don't see it.
Oh, I thought
cross-court skip pass. They're still in the backcourt. Ream stopped at the center line, but she got it across the timeline, and now they'll set their offense. Lincoln has cut the deficit to 10. It's now 31-21, 4:41 to go here in the third.
Yeah, we need to keep the pressure up. I wouldn't mind attacking their guards, but there we go.
Bennett nearly lost the basketball out of bounds. Bennett's going to drive baseline. She fell down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, she lost her balance there.
And all Mia Clark did was move back. She didn't knock her down. She lost her balance and fell down.
Yep.
And Mia Clark, that's the third foul on Mia Clark.
Yeah, that was big.
Mateka to inbounds for U-High under their basket. Looks. Finally gets it out front. Ream.
Moving screen.
And a moving screen was called on U-High. Let's see who they call this one on. Was it Mateka or was it Hoffman inside? Yes. Foul was on 40, and that is Seamock. That is her first foul. That one's Seamock.
Yeah, that was clear as day.
4:30 to go here in the third quarter. They go
attack.
Bivin handoff to Paisley. Paisley's going to drive in the lane. Stops. Out front, Clark. They got Bivin down low on the post. Right side, Schneider. Gracie, right-handed dribble. Throws it up. No good. Through it to the underneath side of the backboard. Mateka the rebound, and here they come the other way. Seamock. Hoffman. Cross-court pass Ream. They go inside Mateka. She bowls down the lane, throws it up, and a foul is going to be
Thank you. There we go. There we go. Yes.
The inside official was going to call a foul, I think.
Yep.
And the outside official called traveling.
Yeah, the one underneath was going to call a foul.
Yep, you can see it. So Lincoln the basketball, a chance to cut it to single digits. Paisley Holmes looking for the back cutter, gets it to Clark.
Wide open.
Back three, is it, baby? No, short. Rebound, Bivin had it knocked out from Bennett. It'll stay Lincoln basketball.
Man, I tell you what, Mia's getting some shots. Hopefully, maybe in that fourth quarter they can fall, because she's getting some wide open shots, because Mateko's leaving her.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Mesa to inbound, throws it into Clark. Out front, Schneider.
Oh, back to Mia. Oh, Mia
Grace
was open.
Hounded by Ream out front. Grace going to drive it in to Mia, baseline. Mia throws up the shot. No good, and a blocking foul is called.
Mateka. I think that's on...
Let's see. Watching the official. Yep, it is on Mackenzie Mateka. That is her third foul. And Lincoln going to go to the line again. And Mateka is complaining with the official underneath.
He's the one didn't even call it. So, and he's probably saying, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Up and rolled it home. Clark knocks it home. 31-22, the Pioneer lead. And the lead now is single digits with 3:28 to go here in the third. Second one didn't get it to go home. 31-22 the lead. Here they come the other way. Ream, and Clark
nice
cut her
job.
off. Good job by Mia Clark cutting her off there on the sideline. They go in the corner, Hoffman back out front, Seamock. Out front, Ream. They go Mateka. Mateka will try and drive in. Nope, kicks it out Bennett. And Lincoln trying to scramble and put some pressure on the basketball. Out front, Hoffman in the corner, Bennett. Bennett drives baseline on Clark. She's leading with the left hand, and Mesa McLeod defense knocked it out of bounds.
And Mesa could have reached in there and just grabbed that ball too.
Seamock to inbounds as Mateka pushes on Biven, and Bennett throws up a shot, got it in.
Wow.
And did they count the bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Count the bucket, and the foul on Paisley Holmes. That is her second. Paisley tried to hip her, and she got around her and got the bucket and misses the free throw. And Biven couldn't get the rebound as Ream. It went long to Ream. Ream pulls it in. Mateka blocked by Biven. Great defense by Grace Biven. Blocked the shot of the big girl. And Lincoln going to come the other way, down 11. Clark out front, Schneider. They go back man to man. Grace around the screens. Grace got wide open down the lane. Throws it up. No good. Biven tried to rebound it, and Mateka had her screened out. You know, Coach, I think that was an instance where maybe Grace could have stopped and shot a 5-footer instead of trying to take it all the way like that.
Yeah. Threw it away.
Yep. They're still in the backcourt. And finally, Ream gets it across the timeline to Bennett. Bennett out front, Seamock. You know, you would have thought with their starters in foul trouble like they are, Lincoln could have made a little more dent in this lead. Ream in the corner, Bennett. Bennett back out front, Ream to Bennett. Ream. Hoffman, they're just out at the volleyball line. Stolen by Grace Biven. Nice steal by Biven. Schneider into the front court. Schneider to Mia Clark. Mia back to Grace. Now Grace calls out what she wants and gets it to Paisley Holmes. Paisley, Mesa out front. Mesa drives in. Kick in the corner, Clark. Clark, 20-footer, rainbow. Bang! Mia Clark with a 20-footer out of the corner, make it 33-25. Minute 43 to go. We have a timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and keep it right here. Tell you about many of our fine sponsors. Me Realty, whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. Located at 602 Keokuk in Lincoln, or go online to merealty.com. The Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. The Johnson family, in honor of Grandpa Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for over 50 years. The LCHS Lady Railer basketball alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a Railer, always a Railer. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-737-7581. Well, Coach, minute 43 to go here in the third, and you got the lead to single digits. Hopefully the girls didn't expend too much energy to get that done and got some left in the fourth quarter.
And plus, that was a good timeout right there, because then you could set your press up instead of U-High getting it out real quick. And right after a three, that's huge. Down 8 right here. If we can get a big stop and get a bucket before the fourth quarter, get it to at least 5 or 6 would be big.
That's the thing. You don't want to let them go on a run like they did at the end of the first half. And they're still in the backcourt, and they may be in a little bit of trouble here. They still haven't got it across the timeline. That's got to be 10 seconds. And Bennett lost the ball, and Biven picks it up. Biven to Schneider. There was the stop that Coach talked about. Lincoln down 8, minute 24 to go here in the third. Schneider, ball tipped away, but Clark's there for it. Gets it to Paisley Holmes. Paisley into Biven. Biven's got Bennett on her hip and got fouled.
Yeah, she had Bennett big time, and Paisley just couldn't find a lane to throw it to her.
That'll be the third foul on Maya Bennett.
This is going to be the 5th and 6th free throw just in this quarter by Biven.
Biven up and good. 33-26. Lily Holmes going to come back in the game for Mia Clark. Mia was looking for a break and got it.
And this, I tell you what, with Lily's length right here, too, I don't know if they're going to put her on top of the press. I think they would with McLeod and Biven being back.
Second one for Biven, up and good. Cut the lead to 6, 33-27. Lincoln making a run here. And U-High in the backcourt. They nearly throw it away again. Bennett still in the backcourt, gets it to Ream. And now Lincoln backs up to press. Mateka just ran over Snyder, and they're going to call Snyder for a blocking foul.
Well, she ended up reaching, too. I think they probably got her called for the reaching. Right when she dribbled, Snyder reached, and then Mateko kind of plowed her over.
So Mateka going to go to the line with 2 shots. Minute 7 to go here in the third. They're now in the bonus. Mackenzie Mateka, the 5'10 sophomore, up and no good. Well, she's had a tendency to miss the first one, but maybe make the second one. Let's see what happens here. Still the lead at 6, 33-27. Eyes it, spins it, up and rolls it home. 34-27. Minute 7 to go. Lincoln length of the floor to go. They'll bring Cecilia Willie in the basketball game, and Mateka going to take a seat with 3 fouls. They've got 2 girls with 4 and 2 girls with 3.
I tell you what, right here, you could post up Biven right here, and with Mia Clark being out of the game.
Biven sets the screen for Snyder. Snyder in the corner. Lily Holmes, nice baseline drive. Lily up and
oh, yes, yes.
Lily Holmes, that slash game is her game. She makes the bucket, and let's see who this foul is on. I think it might have, was it on Bennett? Let's see. Mateka is going to come back in the basketball game.
Well, that's offense, defense there.
Cecilia Willie got her first foul, and she's going to come out of the basketball game, and Mateka going to come back in with 53-5 on the clock, and Lily Holmes with a chance to cut the lead to 4. Up and got it. 34-30.
Big free throw.
Lincoln pressing again. Mateka, backcourt Hoffman to Bennett. Bennett.
Whoa, Lily
nearly stolen away. Hoffman still in the backcourt, Mateka looking for somebody. She's using that arm to push off Snyder. She's trapped out front, and a foul on Lily Holmes.
Man, she was throwing the elbows too. That was close. Yeah, and everybody's had 5 fouls. We've been shooting for a while, the free throws. This is probably the longest quarter I think we've had.
Clark and Holmes now with 3 fouls for Lincoln. Those are the girls with 3. Schneider and Paisley Holmes with 2 each.
Just pray that one miss, and yeah, there we go. There's the miss.
Mateka missed the first of 2 free throws. And again, she's had a habit of missing the first one and making the second one.
Well, she's lived at the line in this quarter.
Yep. Mateka, second one up and no good. Didn't get it, but she got the rebound. Doggone it.
That's the second time, and they've scored each time they've gotten the board.
To me, that's a mortal sin where the free throw shooter gets their own rebound.
Yep.
In the corner they go Ream, and you want to keep an eye on her because she can shoot.
Yeah.
Ream goes Mateka. Bivens steals the ball away. Great defense by Grace Bivens, and there's fouls going on all over the place there, and a jump ball is going to be called, and I don't know who has the possession.
It's ours.
Lincoln has the possession with 19-9.
I wonder if he's going to go with Mia Clark in this last 19 for offense, but I don't think so.
So Snyder the basketball and 18 seconds on the clock.
Some attack the basket, either Biven or Lily.
Snyder, right-hand dribble. There's the lane. She doesn't take it. Out front, she goes Paisley. Paisley inside, 5-footer. Oh, around and out. Who's got the rebound? They do. Underneath the basket, and the clock is going to run out, but Lincoln has made a dent in the lead at the end of 3 quarters. It is U-High 34, Lincoln 30. We will be back in 1 minute.
A great harvest starts with a great foundation. Since 1976 in Central Illinois, that foundation has been Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service. They're your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. At Lake Fork, contact Clay at 217-792-3397. In Elkhart, call Chris at 217-947-2221. And at Croft, give Mark or Eric a call, 217-445-2631.
Back at U-High for the final 8 minutes of basketball, and Coach Lincoln with a 17-point third quarter, able to cut the gap to 4. Can't feel too bad about that.
Yeah, 17-6 in that quarter, and it was by the defense. Defense stepped up. That press was giving U-High all kinds of fits, and now we'll see at the last 8 minutes, see how much gas we have in the tank.
Here we go, and U-High has put their starters back in. They've got 2 players out there with 4 fouls. Seamock in the backcourt, and Lincoln's pressure, you see him ramp it up. Seifert working against McLeod in the corner. Schroeder back out front. Seifert, Seamock, Ream. They throw it cross court. Seifert, 3-pointer on the way, no good. Schneider, Schneider, ball on the floor, and a jump ball should be called, and it should go Lincoln's way.
And that was big because it looked like Paisley's knee was on the baseline on that jump ball.
Mia Clark in the basketball game for Lincoln. And again, we'll see how much gas the girls have left in the tank.
Yep. As
Mateka's covering Clark pretty hard. Mia comes off out of screen, and we've got to call a moving screen. It's got to be an illegal screen.
Is it illegal or 3 seconds?
I don't know. I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe she went out of bounds and came back in. I think that's pretty much what he's saying. Yep, that's what he's saying. No 3-second call. She came out of bounds. She ran out of bounds and came back in, and nobody else had touched the basketball. I'm not. Yeah.
Well, usually if you got to make sure when you're out of bounds, you got to come in quick.
Yeah,
I wonder if she stayed out of bounds. And then
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a weird call. But Lincoln's pressing in the backcourt. Let's see if they can cause a turnover here. Hoffman brought it across the timeline, and Snyder fouled her.
Yes, Schneider just needs to stay with her all the way down and force her down there in the corner.
So turnovers and a foul to start here the fourth quarter.
Trap.
And they got her trapped out front. Ball out of bounds and knocked out last by Lincoln. It'll remain U-High ball in front of their student section.
That's where we want the ball to go to, right at their half court, is the trap.
Seamock to inbound. Backcourt, Seifert in the backcourt, gets it to Mateka. Bullet pass. They throw it underneath Schroeder. Oh, nice. Mason McLeod, a great save. She tapped the ball away and saved it going out of bounds. Got it right to Grace Biven. Mesa across the timeline. Back out front, Schneider. U-High stays man-to-man. Goes around the Biven screen. Schneider drives in. Left side, Paisley Holmes. Paisley drives baseline. Nothing there. Back to Grace. Schneider picked up her dribble, gets it to Paisley. Paisley back out front to Schneider.
Yeah, we're going to set up a set right here.
Out front, Clark. They got Biven.
Like Biven.
They got Biven inside. Great position by Biven, up and good. She can take Kendall Schrader about any time she wants with her positioning down low. And 34-32, 6:24 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, I saw the set that he was calling post 5, and that was a perfect pass by Paisley.
Oh, nearly stolen by Mia Clark. Mia gets up. Here she comes in a hurry. Seifert out front. Seifert kick to Hoffman. Left-handed three up and good. And fouled by Mesa McLeod and made the shot. I saw the contact. I didn't think they were going to call it, but they did.
That is the most frustrating thing. First of all, she had enough time to sit there and read a book on that three.
Haley Hoffman at the free throw line, up and good. 38-32. Lincoln had cut the lead to 2.
What a killer there.
And a 4-point play by U-High. Goes back to a 6-point lead. Mia Clark into Biven, threw the ball at her feet. Grace has got it. Grace shot up and good. Great recovery by the freshman Grace Biven. 38-34, 5:45 to go here in the basketball game. U-High in the backcourt, still in the backcourt. Finally at the free throw line in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt. It's got to be close to 10.
Thank you.
And there it was, the 10-second call.
Yeah, I looked up at the clock and I'm thinking, that's 10. And then second later.
Lincoln to basketball, down 4.
They switched Mateko's now on Biven.
Yeah, I see. They go in. Oh! And it simply was not a good pass by Mia Clark trying to go into Grace Biven. Threw it right to Uhai. Uhai still in the, now they finally get it across the timeline. Mateka will throw it behind Hoffman. Is it go? No, it didn't go out of bounds. Hoffman going to drive it baseline. She's in trouble. Nearly threw it away to Seamock, and they're now playing keep away. Hoffman drives baseline, tried to drive into Biven, throws it back out front Seifert, and Lily Holmes runs right into her. That'll be 4 on Lily Holmes.
Yeah, right there, she wasn't going anywhere, and Lily just was trying to run out and couldn't control her body and just bumped her. So,
that's 3 fouls on Lincoln and a steal.
Paisley
Holmes tapped it away. Biven get it to her. And now Paisley threw the ball right through the hands of Mateka, and it goes out of bounds, and Lincoln caught a break there.
Yeah, because it wasn't like it was thrown to Biven. It was thrown to Lily. Lily can jump, but Mateka was right there.
That's 5'5" against 5'10". They go out front. Mia Clark got Paisley Holmes right there. Paisley, 17-footer. No good. Rebound Mateka. She's not going to get much more of a wide-open shot than that. Quickly ahead they go. Schroeder in the corner. Back out front. Seifert, Hoffman. Again. 4:30 to go.
Lily's all over them.
Hoffman drives baseline, drives right into Biven. Initiated a contact, ball on the floor. Shot up and no good. Rebound, Clark taps it away. Schroeder's fouling her, no call. Here comes Paisley the other way.
Down 4 with 4:15. Need a bucket here. Mia for 3 here.
For 3. Bang! Yes! A collision concept 3. Cut it to 1. And it's 38-37. 4:09 to go here in the basketball game. It is a full timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout back at the studio. When we come back, we'll have more of quarter number 4.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Back here at Uhai, where Lincoln cut a 15-point deficit at halftime and has cut it to 1 on a big 3 by 1,000 Point Club member Mia Clark right now, Coach. And Lincoln now has an opportunity to set up their press, which has been effective against Uhai.
Right, and right there, that 3 was caused by the damage that Biven has been doing down low, and they were trying to cover Biven, and Mia was wide open. I think she had a cup of coffee thinking about that shot.
Lincoln's got some wide open shots here in the fourth quarter. Uhai will have the basketball, length of the floor to go. Again, 4:09 to go, and the ladies down 1. The JV won 59-54 in overtime after trailing during the fourth quarter. And a big shot by Greg Gilbert tied it up at the end of regulation, and then the girls were able to pull out the victory in the overtime period. Uhai finally gets it across the timeline. Ooh. Hoffman nearly drug the pivot. Seifert's wide open 3. Rainbow up, no good. Schneider the rebound. Good screen out by Lincoln's girls.
Seifert had a wide open 3, and she's been draining those.
So Schneider calls out the player right side. Paisley Holmes inside Biven. Biven kicked to Lily Holmes. Lily, Paisley, Grace. Uhai now playing a zone, it appears. Yep. Schneider, Clark back out front to Grace. Right side Paisley. Grace going to drive it in. Hand off to Mia Clark. They're watching Mia, that's for sure.
Well, I would kind of move Mia around to see everybody else trying to find her. And it looks like we're going to bring her out up top, and that's
Clark out front, dribbles inside Biven. What a cut! Missed the bunny up and got it!
Yes! And foul.
And Mateka may be the one that they call a foul on. Let's see. Mackenzie Mateka with her 4th personal foul.
What a set right there, too. Great set by Coach Farmer.
Mason McLeod in for Lily Holmes. Lincoln now with the lead, 39-38.
Big free throw coming up here by Grace.
Lincoln has not led before now. Bivin rounded out, no good. Rebound Schroeder in the backcourt. Schroeder going to try and dribble up the floor ahead to Hoffman. They try to pick up the pace a little bit, and now they're going to have to play basketball. Out front, Seifert. Seifert, Hoffman. Lincoln up 39-38, their first lead after being down 15 at halftime. Hoffman out front, Seifert. They go inside Mateka, free throw line. She drug the pivot foot.
Yep,
There's
she
the traveling call. And Mason McLeod had stolen the basketball anyway. It was going to go Lincoln's way, but Mateka got called for the traveling in the lane. And now 2:40 on the clock. Lincoln up 39-38. Big possession for Lincoln's Lady Railers.
Tell you what, if they're going to play in this zone, you can afford to run some clock right here.
Paisley, baseline Mesa. Paisley, out front Grace. Grace, Mia. Lincoln being patient right now. Ooh, they had
Grace.
Bivin open for just a second inside.
Yeah, they did.
Go Paisley. Paisley. Grace.
Mia's going to come up top.
There's Mia out front, 25-footer. It might have been partially blocked. Ball on the floor. Mason McLeod's got it. In the corner they go. Holmes, McLeod, out front Grace. Paisley. Out front to Schneider. Schneider to Mia Clark. Mia out front Grace. Grace Paisley. Paisley left-handed dribble to Grace. Grace drives it in.
Yeah,
Lincoln being real patient against this zone.
Paisley's going to have to watch out that crossover.
And U-High only has one foul right now, so at some point they may have to foul just to get it to a point where if they run into needing to foul, they can and put Lincoln at the line. Clark out front.
Attack her.
Bivin had some position inside but didn't get the basketball. Schneider out front. They go man-to-man now.
I would. And Mateko's guarding Mia.
Lincoln run a little weave out front. Bad handoff there between Paisley and Grace, but Grace handled it. And Lincoln handing the ball out front. Here goes Mia to the lane. Layup time. No good. Bivin crashes the board, and Schroeder comes out of there with it. Minute 2 to go. Clock now in the red. Lincoln up 1, 39-38. This one's going to go down to the wire. They go left side Seifert. Seifert back out front Mateka. Mateka leading with that forearm. Oh. Hoffman travel with the basketball. Again, they don't make the call. Seifert fakes the three. Right side they go. Hoffman. She'll throw up the left-handed three. In and out. Oh, yeah. 41-39. The lead by U-High on a big three by Haley Hoffman. Schneider out front, and now Lincoln will have to attack the basket.
And they're back in a man.
They go Paisley Holmes, free throw line. Clark, 25-footer left side, no good. Given the board, she got put up and no good.
Got fouled, and I thought she was going to bury that.
And that should be it for Kendall Schroeder.
And I tell you what, you got this situation right here. Is that
she up and good? They got to get her out of the game. It's 5 fouls. Does anybody at the scorer's table know?
They better say that free throw counts because they're the ones that...
That's exactly right. She should have been out of the game before the free throw was even shot.
They are going to count it, aren't they? Yeah, they counted it.
Yeah, they should have counted it. That's not...
All right, this is a big one because we got to crash the boards. We only have 3 fouls.
Up and no good.
We got a foul. We got a foul.
Lincoln needs to foul in a hurry, and they throw it. Wait a minute. What is the call here? We've got a timeout on the floor. A timeout calling by Laura Sellers.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, I don't. And they called a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Coach, I don't know why you call that timeout at that point. Oh, you're across the timeline. Why would you want to?
And we're scrambling.
Yeah.
I mean, they had two girls wide open down the floor to where it would have took 5 seconds for us to catch them.
Exactly. And now I'm not sure where they're going to have the basketball out at.
It's got to be up. It's got to be back in the backcourt.
You think it's in the backcourt?
It's got to be. That's when they called the timeout.
So that actually is probably to our advantage somewhat to have them in the backcourt.
Yep. And that's where they're going to do it. Yep. So right here, and Coach Farmer is going to probably discuss to where, I mean, even if we get a foul holding them before they even get the ball in, be even a plus with no time off the clock.
Lincoln is down 41-40 with 12.6 seconds to go.
Man, how about those couple big missed layups down the stretch?
You know, but you got to give credit to the girls the way they came back after being down 15 at halftime. They have really played hard this second half. And the play of Grace Biven has been absolutely outstanding in this basketball game.
Yeah, this second half, she's had a big second half. Yeah, so right here, we got to make sure you can't have hardly any time coming off that clock.
Biven going to be on Mateka, taking the ball out of bounds.
We're in a man, too.
They are in the backcourt, and here we go. Let's not let them get loose for a layup, and Lincoln needs to do something. Schneider's going to foul Hoffman in the backcourt.
Man, that's probably not the girl you want to have the ball, too. Her and Cypher, you might want to be able to guard.
So Lincoln now the next foul, they'll be shooting. So you want to foul real quick again here too.
And look where they have the ball now.
Right. And now they're clean in the backcourt, but they can virtually run the clock out in the backcourt.
Now Fowler.
Mateka and Paisley's going to foul Seifert. I'm not sure you wanted to foul her.
No, Mateka had the ball right there. That's the one you should have fouled. I mean, they're shooting now. Yeah, I thought Mateka would have been because Mateka's missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free throws.
That's who you should have fouled right then and there.
Yeah, and Seifert's their shooter.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. If she misses one, you want to make sure you get the rebound.
We got one. How many timeouts we got? 3?
3 timeouts left for Lincoln. 2 timeouts left for U-High. Seifert at the line. 8.2 on the clock. Lincoln down 1, 41-40. Seifert up and good.
Yeah, that's money.
So you know that U-High will, if she gets 3-point lead, U-High will be guarding the 3-point line as we come down the floor. Second one for Seifert, up and no good. And there was a push in the back somewhere. Yep.
No, they're going to call a lane violation.
Oh, they called a lane violation?
No, it was a foul. Okay, good. Because I thought she called a lane violation.
No, they haven't signaled a foul. There must have been a lane violation. Nobody's gone to the scorer's table and nothing's been posted. So Lincoln up the floor in a hurry, can get a deuce and tie the ball game up. Schneider down the lane, throws it up, no call.
How do you not call that?
No call, my goodness. And Lincoln loses the ball game 42-40 as the officials swallow their whistle at the very end. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios and take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Darren and I will have the Brown Incorporated postgame show. You've been listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online.
The coach is totaling up the scoring, and a tough loss for Lincoln, losing tonight here against University High School in a CS8 matchup, 42-40. Lincoln drops to 16-8 on the year, 5-3 in the CS8. U-High goes to 13-12 on the year. They are 6-2 in the CS8, and they knock Lincoln back one spot in the Central State 8. Again, Lincoln losing tonight 42-42, a U-High team. It was 13-9 at the end of the first quarter. U-High led. Then U-High led 28-13 at halftime. And, Coach, really the second quarter was the story of this basketball game. U-High went on a 15-2 run toward the end of the second quarter and really put Lincoln in a big hole that they never could quite dig out of. Lincoln was down 34-30 at the end of the third quarter and actually took the lead 39-38 during the fourth quarter, but had some missed opportunities down the stretch and ended up losing the ball game 42-40.
Yeah, like you said, the second quarter was the big quarter, and they hit 4 threes in that second quarter to where, they scored 12 points just on those threes, and like I said, they were wide open threes too, and I thought the killer in that fourth quarter was that three that Hoffman hit and got fouled to be able to make that free throw for a 4-point play. But like I said, we had missed opportunities. I mean, you wonder how much gas, because there was a couple girls that took it to the hoop that just laid the layups a little short, how much gas we ran out of, because that pressure got to U-High in that second half.
I think you might agree with this, that for about 3 quarters of the basketball game, Lincoln's defense was pretty good, but there in the second quarter, when the girls kind of got down because shots weren't falling, you saw them let the shooters get open, and they had, Seifert, I think, hit a couple of threes right there, and Hoffman may have hit another one. They had people hitting 3-point shots that the girls just kind of lost track of the shooters, but after halftime, they kind of got re-energized, and once they put that press on, that seemed to give them some energy. But you never know, again, how much gas do you expend during that third quarter trying to catch up, and did they run out of gas at the end? I mean, I guess we'll get an idea from Coach Farmer here in the post-game show, but a tough loss kind of to swallow in a game that you might look back and say, gosh, if we could have won that basketball game.
Yeah, that was, opportunities, but again, you're going to look at, you play 4 quarters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 4-quarter game to where you can't let up on anything. Like I'd say, even with the officials, if, the officials are calling a different game, either way, you can never say the officials blew that game.
No.
Because you could say, all right, those 3 turnovers that we had in the first quarter, or those 4 missed layups in the second quarter. I mean, you can always look at back at what we didn't do.
And maybe, looking back now, it didn't seem to be that there was as much contact going on in the second half as we saw in the first half that wasn't being called out there. I mean, the contact seemed to be just maybe not quite as much. They got into some foul trouble, and that may be part of it, that maybe Laura Seller said, hey, you guys need to back off here, or you guys are going to all foul out.
Right.
Because,
and really, they didn't really foul too much.
No.
And that's probably why they went into a zone, so they can keep Schrader out there. They could keep Mateka out there, because both of them had 4 fouls. Seifert had 4 fouls. I mean, you got your big three that had 4 fouls, and I think that's pretty good coaching to where Sellers ended up going back in that zone to where let them see if we can beat us from outside.
On a positive note, Mia Clark joined the 1,000-point club tonight during the first part of this basketball game and got the 10 points that she needed, and U-High stopped play, and a nice gesture by the U-High folks. Well, Coach, you got scoring added up?
Yes, we'll go with Lincoln right here. Mia Clark ended up with 17 points. Again, like you said, 1,000 points. You had Lily Holmes with 6 points. You had Paisley Holmes with 2 points, and you had Grace Bevan with 13 points for a total of 40 points. And over here with you got Matejko with 7, Hoffman with 13. You had Maya Bennett had 4, and you had Evelyn Seifert that had 4 big threes, and then she got shut down in the second half. She only had that late free throw that put them up 42-40. She had 13, and then you had Kendall Schroeder with 4 points.
You know, when you sit down and look at it, they've got a base here for having a pretty good team in the future. Avery Ream is a 5'10" and a freshman. You've got Seifert is a freshman. Matejka is a sophomore. They've got some, Seamock's a sophomore.
Oh yeah.
They've got some kids that are going to form a nucleus for a very good basketball team. Lincoln's got a bright future as well, as Corey Farmer heads up this way to join us on the post-game show, and we'll try and make some room for Coach Farmer as he heads up. You can come up here. I'll give up my seat to you, and you may want to sit down for a while.
I'm good.
Well, that's, Coach and I were talking that, you point to one thing in the ball game, and you point to that second quarter. They went on a 15-2 run at the end of the second quarter. They had a bunch of threes there toward the end of the second quarter, and dug a pretty good hole for the Lincoln Lady Railers. But they were able to come back out of it and take the lead during the fourth quarter.
Yeah, second quarter there, even first quarter, we struggled. We couldn't get any shots up, and I could have called timeout there, in the second quarter when they went on a run. But you know what? I felt like, they need to learn how to play through it, and we're getting late enough in the year and see what kind of toughness they had to play through it. And, in my opinion, they kind of backed down from it, and, we walked through that play at practice the last 2 days, and I don't understand why it was wide open 4 straight times, and the very last play, I'm screaming where they're going 10 seconds before, and they still get there, but the effort in the second half, a completely different team.
And Coach, speaking of a little bit of the first half, especially the first quarter, it seemed like the physicality of the start with the girls. Matejko was, bumping us every time we was going through the lane. It looked like their girls were getting up to us and bumping us. They were, they would call the reach, but they weren't calling the bump, and it looked like the physicality in that first quarter kind of got into our heads too.
Yeah, I think so too. And I felt like at the beginning we kind of backed away from it. We didn't embrace it and give any back ourselves. And just kind of let them push us around there in the first half. Now the second half, I thought we did a better job. We matched their intensity and we brought a little more. We changed a little bit in the second half. We came out a little farther and guarded them a little farther. And how many threes they hit in the first half? 6?
Yeah, they hit 5 threes actually. Yeah.
You hit 5 threes and you're going to be in a hole.
Right.
So, and we knew that, but, to be able to play that way, I thought we were much better in the second half.
Yeah. I thought when you put that press on and you trapped right from the get-go, I thought that kind of startled their team to where they threw it away, I think 3 straight times until their coach called the timeout. I thought you guys kind of brought the physicality to them once you started pressing.
Yeah, I thought we were the more aggressive team in the second half, and we had the game won. We're up by a point. We're burning the clock out. There's no shot clock.
Had a good layup too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know me, Coach. I don't understand. We work on those things at practice, and sometimes they take for granted. They think it's mess around time when we're doing situation stuff. But that's a perfect example right there. We don't need to shoot it. She's an 80% free throw shooter. We don't need to shoot the ball in that situation. Bring it back out, make them foul you.
Right. Plus they were in a zone, and I think their coach probably put them in a zone because they had 3 girls with 4 fouls.
Yeah, they were in a zone, and we were just going to hold it till they came out of it.
Yeah.
And they did, and we were running our weave, and they were just going under everything. And I thought they might just let us run the clock completely out. But you got to learn from those things. Hopefully our kids learn from it, and we can adjust the next time.
Yeah, they were going to have to foul you a whole heck of a lot too, because they only had one or two fouls at that point in time, and if you'd have just kept running, they were going to have to foul you.
Yeah,
they had no choice.
That was the game plan. And I understand it's hard. You're weaving, and you see that hole right there, and you think you got a layup, and she did. She got a good look at it, just missed it. But in my opinion, I'd rather pull it out and run the clock out and make a foul you.
Coach, especially down that stretch where Grace Snyder had a great screen to where she had a layup and looked like, you had a better view than we did, but we're officials up here too, but it looked like Grace got fouled going up for that layup. There's a lot of body, but officials aren't going to call towards the end of that game.
Nope. And, we were going to call timeout when we got I told her to rush the ball up the court, and I was going to call timeout, and I told her, get to the basket, because I wanted to see what was going to happen.
Right.
And she got down the court, and she was open.
Yes.
So I wasn't about that. I made that mistake, about a month ago when I called timeout. We had a fast break. So, I was going to let her go with it, and, the girl came over, but you're right. They're never going to call that at the end of the game. She missed it, got tipped, and we still had another chance at it on the other side. You know what? You can't ask for a better shot there.
Right.
Well, Coach, the girls, I thought, especially in the second half, played really well. Grace Biven, I thought, played really well in the second half of it. I thought she played well all game, but especially in the second half of this basketball game. The effort that she put forth for freshmen, battling inside with some fairly physical players, she did a heck of a job.
Yeah, I thought so too. They didn't really have anybody to match her down low. I thought she did a really good job. We tried to feed her a couple times there in the second half. She's a big body. She does a great job on the boards for us. And we can't lay an egg like that in the first half. They got to change their mentality coming into games. They got to come and punch the other team in the mouth right from the get-go.
Well, Coach, tomorrow's another day, and we have an afternoon game over at Champaign Central, non-conference game, but, kind of took it on the chin there tonight in a conference contest, which was between two teams with 2 losses, and now they go on with 2 losses, and now you have 3 in a conference and drop back another spot.
Yep, yeah, that one hurt, and we knew that coming in. We got MacArthur left and SHG, and they got SHG and Glenwood, so, we're up against it now in the conference, but, in the scheme of things, if we can learn from it and get better, by the time we get to February, maybe it's good for us.
And it's one of those deals where I guess if you go to the game film and you look at the second half of that game film, you see what your team can be. When they played with a purpose in the second half. They guarded people. The defense was outstanding, and they turned defense into offense in the second half.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt they can do it.
Well, that's the thing. Right. They can do it. They've shown themselves they can do it.
Correct, and there's no doubt about that. And I think they know that. But it's mentally for me. It's mentally coming into the game thinking you're going to dominate the game. Don't come into the game scared. They had a packed house here tonight.
Yeah.
And I try to explain to the kids, you got the Lincoln name on your shirt. Every team we play wants to beat us.
Yes.
We got that state championship 2 years ago. So we're already got an X on our back as soon as we walk in, and you got to match the other team's intensity right from the get-go.
Well, thanks for joining us on the post-game show, Coach. We'll let you get on the bus and get some sleep because it's going to be an early bus ride tomorrow over to Champaign, and a cold one too.
Yep, and they're good too. So hopefully we can put 4 quarters together.
There you go.
All right, we'll see you over at Champaign, Coach. Thanks for joining us on the post-game show.
Thanks, guys.
Well, you got anything you want to add before we wrap up here, Coach?
No, the good thing is after this loss, short-term memory because we have, quick turnaround for tomorrow afternoon. I think that starts, 2:30?
Yeah.
The JV's at 1 o'clock, so they're going to probably be taken off at about probably 11 o'clock or so.
Yeah. And, so let's wrap it up here from U-High. Unfortunately, Lincoln takes it on the chin, 42-40. Kind of a frustrating loss in many ways when you sit and see what you did in the second half. Had you done that all 4 quarters, this is a different ballgame.
Yeah, because, that's going to be a tough, especially with Coach Farmer, that's going to be a tough night to sleep on because of how you played in the second half. And that's what you got to look at is where, that second half was pretty darn good.
If you're one of the girls getting on the bus, you've got to be going, thank goodness we don't have a whole week week of practice coming up.
Right.
Yeah, because
right.
it could have been brutal.
I mean, the celebration right now could be, Mia, a big night for her to get the 1,000 points. And this wasn't like it's, regionals, sectionals, to where it's our last game, to where, we can learn from this.
Yes.
And like Coach Farmer said, it takes 4 quarters. You got to play 4 quarters, because you can look at the first and second quarter and say, man, if we would have done this, we only lost by 2 points.
And if you're Laura Sellers walking out of here, you're kind of wiping your brow going, we basically got away with that one because my team didn't play very well in the second half.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here from U-High's gym. So for station manager Jim Ash, for social media and marketing manager Lloyd Kirby, for Connor Shaw running the camera expertly here from U-High. And we apologize. We should have told you earlier, U-High is an NFHS school, so that's the reason we didn't have live video tonight, but we had live audio, and Connor was able to put up the live scoreboard. For Claudette running the board back at the studio, we really do appreciate you, dear. For my broadcast partner, Darren Worth, this is Jay Harden signing off. We will see you tomorrow afternoon from Champaign Central High School and Lee Kabuti Court. The varsity slated to start at 2:30 p.m. We will have the girls on radio and YouTube and immediately cut away after the girls' game to the boys' game, which is slated to start at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon from Taylorville. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Waiters-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer. Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.